to take or to not take calculus in your senior year. All right, so if you have a child who has been studying really hard and got on the right math track, taking Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, and Trig all before senior year, the question in front of you and your child is probably, well, do we coast and not take a math on the 4th year, or do we go forward and take advanced math class, either calculus or probability or stats? So I'm going to focus on today on calculus specifically and share with you some things you might not know about calculus, some of the pitfalls and some of the facts, so you can help your child make an informed decision. Hi, I'm Dr. Feenix Pan, a performance coach at Door to Math. Our mission is to remove childhood math anxiety. So back onto our calculus family. There are actually 3 classes: Calculus 1, Calculus 2, and Calculus 3. Now in our high school level, they're actually called Calculus AB and BC. Now, at work, calculus classes are dubbed as the fun family math. Why is it fun? Well, all the things up till now you actually memorize is going to actually make sense. The calculus classes actually derive or show you how all the formula got there. For example, take my first calculus experience. Our teacher came in day 1, had this big, huge basketball. He said, the reason we're going to do calculus is I'm going to show you how to calculate the volume of a sphere, and we're going to fill with water in the basketball. He put a hole in the bottom, and then he said, we're going to see and calculate how long it's going to take for the water to drain out of this basketball. And you'll see experimentally and in theory, and the 2 numbers is going to match. It literally matched to the almost milliseconds. I was so hooked from there onward. He got me, calculus. He got me good. All right, so that was my first experience when it comes to calculus. It was crazy. It was fun, right? So the first thing you might not know about calculus is this. If your child is worried about not doing well in calculus because it is advanced class and worried about not getting a good grades, here's the 2 facts you may or may not know. Number 1, most colleges by then only look at your child's first semester grades, not the second one. It's just the nature of the beast, how the admission process goes, right? So literally, senior year is the safest time to take a little more risk, actually. Second fact, in-state versus out-state. In-state colleges don't look as closely at your child's grades once they made the decision. So maybe consider that factor if grades is a consideration for your child. Now, moving on to the second one. I get it, senioritis. On one hand, they worked so hard to get here, so that itself deserves a pat on the back. However, on the other hand, this literally is the last phase of child parenting. You can literally influence your child and offer that support and stability to your child, right? While they are still close by in your house, right? Now, my personal experience is that I love to encourage the kids around me, both the students I teach and my own kids, to take a little bit of risk when there is a chance. Take my daughter, for example, right? When the question was in front of her to calculus or not calculus senior year, I said, look, honey, you want to pursue a medical degree. So that means pre-med, right? Pre-med, that's not that you're ever going to use the calculus material at all. As a matter of fact, for sure, I know you don't. But to make the cut, taking a calculus earlier is going to help you. And she ended up taking calculus BC and did well in high school. So just so she can make the cut, right? So put that into consideration also. Now, lastly, let me share with you one final pitfall when it comes to calculus. If this point your child is really considering taking the calculus classes with your support and willing to do that little risk, yay, hooray. But here's the thing. Here's the pitfall. High school calculus and college calculus are not the same. College level is faster, it's more in depth, and it's stiffer competition all around, right? So if your child does end up taking it in senior year, make sure avoid the trap of starting their college career with Calculus 2. By the way, did you know that Calculus 2 is actually the hardest calculus of the 3 calculus classes? Because in Calculus 2, a lot new material concept is going to be introduced right there. All right, well, that's what I have it for you for this week. So hopefully with those facts and tips and experiences that I had, you can help guide your child arrive at the right decision for your child, whichever one it is. I'm not saying Calculus 1, I'm trying to push your child in there, but help them to guide in the right decision for your family. All right, that's it for now. And if you have any comments, experience you would love to share, we would love to hear that. So leave the comments down below. And if you like this channel, find it useful, give us a thumb up. Until next time, happy parenting.